Hello, welcome back to the Realm. My name's Beast, and today we're back with template An Angel's Gift. And by back, I mean Phil will be starting that. I really need to watch what I say when it comes to this. Not because I said anything bad, no, because I just am completely on autopilot the moment I press the fucking start recording button. Anyways, yeah, template, An Angel's Gift. Localized by Kagami Games. Thanks for the permission to play this, by the way. Even after my unorthodox way of requesting permission, by which I mean I sent a gif of the Kool-Aid Man followed by I am here to request permission to play a game. But a bish cool like that. Anyways, if I don't forget, again, because I'm a dumbass that never learns, down in the description you'll find a link to the Steam page for this game. So yeah, other than that, let's just fucking get into this without much further ado. Also, very nice about this is the fact that I have access to the CG gallery right out the fucking gate. I was about to ask, like, oh, is this just... You have, like, two separate galleries, one for the ape scenes and one for non-ape scenes, but I somehow doubt that one character alone is gonna have fucking 17 CGs and then 7 more ape, and then 8 more ape scene CGs on top of that. Though it's probably just, hey, make it so it's only them, or make it so they aren't like fucking shown or something. I don't fucking know. Either or. I'm not gonna press the all on the button. This is a game I'm playing for the channel, not a porn game I'm playing on my own time to jork it. Anyways, let's just fucking get into this. Start. Nope, right, I almost forget. See a world of blue. Also, that's a fucking creature on there. A deep blue sky sprawling out before me. Also, there's a... Also, something that pissed me off to an unreasonable degree. I think this game doesn't understand what the fuck opacity means. Why is 0% opacity the least see-through, but 100% opacity the most see-through? That's not what opacity means! Opacity is the inability to see through! Anyways, one with countless stars set against it. The senses are clouded, but my eyes are unable to tear themselves away. The stars are falling. At least that's the way, the sky full of stars. Looks to me. So many dazzling lights, all twinkling like waves washing against the shore. Yes, it's like I'm looking out to the sea. It's like I'm looking out to sea. Oh, sorry. Looking up at the heavenly expanse above brings to mind countless ideas that simply aren't possible. So I'm currently standing firmly on the ground with sand between my toes. I wonder if taking a step forward might not see my foot sinking into that ocean of stars. It's the strangest of sensations. I hate how big of a fucking tongue I have. I can literally feel myself constantly like slightly scraping against the core, like the edges of my tongue as I talk. Because I have big ass fucking tongue. To the point where it actually just brushes up against my teeth constantly. At the same time, an indescribable sense of loneliness overcomes me. Starry sky is brightness incarnate, yet also ever so dark. Sense of isolation assails me. I feel as though I'm the only person in the whole wild world at present. The overwhelming beauty and loneliness of the starry sky makes my chest tight. So much happiness to be had, and yet I feel like just the smallest tinge of sadness. Oh, but this is a feeling I've had before. Why not I don't recall? But there was someone with me. Yes, there was a girl, I'm sure of it. Someone next to me, lit up just as bright as the radiant meteor shower. I started to become interested in this person next to me. Wonder if they are smiling as they look up at the stars. Or are their emotions so strong that they've been moved to tears? Perhaps they're making a different expression entirely. I don't know just what this girl feels as she looks at the same sky as me. But the intense light glows back at me from the girl's face. I want to see it, but I can't make it out. And then a storm of white and black paints over the scene. The consciousness fades. The last thing to remain is that girl's smile at the starry sky illuminating it. Who was that girl next to me who smiled at me so? Can't remember. My chest prickles, a dull pain spreading outwards. If I'm able to look at this beautiful, rich and blue sea of stars with that girl again, then hopefully I'll know for sure. Awful loud the way things stand right now. If I can try that. Please, repeat. Where's the repeat button? Where's the repeat voice line button? Is there no repeat voice line button? What's going on? There'd have to be some noise in here. I hear rustling and squirming. I feel like some just slipped into bed next to me. Some soft and squishy presses up against me. Huh? Some slender and soft. Hey, cut it out. No playing with my face. Tickles, but not enough to break my sleepy haze. Oh, man, it feels itchy all of a sudden. Something smells ridiculously sweet, too. Criminal who trespassed under my bed sheets and ultimately succeeded in stealing me away from slumber is none other than Morning Senna. It's hardly the first time that my childhood friend, Koiwai Senna, has come to wake me up, so I'm not all that surprised. Back again, are you? Wake up to a beautiful girl's beaming smile. I proceed to wish her a good morning from point-blank range. Most men throughout the world would dream of some similar happening to them. It's the fantasy that makes it such a work of fiction, an impossible cliché. Yet it is one that has descended upon my reality nonetheless. It is no dream. It's the life I'm living. Now, this is going to make me sound incredibly unwilling, but I hope you'll bear with me. So, Senna, why do we have to go through this every morning? Yes, as I previously stated, this is hardly the first time this has happened. Senna, who's currently straddling me as I lay here, is a very alluring girl. There's, for instance, the warm feeling of her thighs. There's also the immense softness of her rear, which is both relentlessly and unconsciously stimulating my most intimate areas. When there's one of those porn games, you'd know what would happen next. but I'm forced to use every ounce of self-restraint I have to slam on the brakes. That is simply not healthy for an innocent young man like me.
なんでって言われると困っちゃうんだけど。これなら絶対確実に起こせるでしょ。
Cinna happily nuzzles herself against me. Cut that out.
それにソラちゃんだって毎回ちゃんと起きるよね。
Oh yes, you make me wide awake in a variety of meanings. Both mentally and physically raring to go now, if you catch my drift. Senna, you do realize I'm capable of getting myself out of bed without you coming to wake me up, yes? Look at that. Donna woke me before my alarm clock even had a chance to go off. Can't be easy on you either. Both with her having to get up early and how she has to get in here. Sure, she came in from the balcony again this morning. I opened the window and closed the door up, proof enough of that.
別にそんなことないよ。そりゃ昔よりいろいろ疲れちゃったりもするけどね。
Shit, really? I wanna wait, no. Get out of yourself. You could just come into the front door like a normal person.
でも玄関閉めてるよね。
Of course it is. I'm the only one living here, so if I'm sleeping, I'm gonna keep it shut. But the family has a spare key for the place, yeah?
Oh.
She forgot. She can't. She comes into the front door normally at other times.
でもソラちゃんの部屋の鍵っていつも開いてるよね。
Damn, she's sure.
ただの不用心じゃないよね。なんでかな。
Well, I do it because you come over.
ならいいじゃない。私はソラちゃんの寝顔が見たいだけな。
Saying the quiet part out loud, my dear Senna. Thought the point was to wake me up, Senna.
それもなの。ソラちゃんの意地悪。
Senna puffs out her cheeks and pouts at me, but she's clearly not actually mad. Her more laid-back attitude always comes to the forefront, so while she's technically older than me, it never really feels that way. Fortunately, she's stupidly cute when she's pouting, so it makes me want to pet her head. I wasn't able to stop myself in time, in fact. Okay, my bad. You can keep coming through the balcony to wake me up.
本当？
Really?
やったー！ソラちゃんはやっぱり優しいね。
Squeeze me tightly in a hug. At this point, she's won me over, and I'm not so against the idea. Looks like my balcony security will be non-existent again tonight. Be careful though, yeah? You could break something you fall from that height. Yeah, you will break something if you fall from that height. All it takes is a single sentence to make her mood do a 180. But hey, that's Senna for you.
さてと、ソラちゃんの寝顔も堪能したことだし。よし、ソラちゃんも起きたし、朝ごはん作ってくるね。
Why does it sound like there's two of me?
いつまでもベッドにいないで、ちゃんと着替えて顔洗っておくんだよ。
I know, now get out of here. No self-respecting young man is getting dressed in your presence.
じゃあね。
I drive Senna out of my room. However, what am I supposed to do about this? Bed still captures a sweet scent, and I have a certain physiological issue that's not going away. I, Sakurai Sora, heave the first sigh of the day, and boy, is it a massive one. I'm dressed. I'm ready for class. I've successfully expunged a physiological issue from my person. But a student long enough to know how this all works by now. Getting dressed means happens automatically. My routine follows a regular template, which I follow to the letter. And speaking of templates, look over to the hamster-like thing that's currently lounging on my desk like he owns the place.
こら。
Its name is Eagle. It's an especially large golden hamster that's about 120% furrier than normal. Suppose it doesn't need asking, but the whole Senna thing just now was because I was thinking it was, yeah. This is what I think it was anyway. Speak to Eagle as though it was a person.
こら。
Figures. I'm not talking to the hamster because I believe myself capable of talking to animals or anything cringy like that. It can talk. I can prove it.
そんなサジより我が輩の朝食だ。
See, speaks to me telepathically. Hey, this is a big deal for me. You're the one who gave me these weird template powers in the first place, or whatever it was you called them.
テンプレだ、知れ者。
Yeah, those things. Doesn't it stand for something?
テンポラリーマグネティックパターンリンケージ。この国の言葉で残時性有関連差だ。さらに理解できるかは応召せぬが。
Gee, aren't you nice? I thought temporary was supposed to mean a short time. We've been at this 10 years now. How long are we going to be tormented by these powers for?
たかだか10年。瞬きするより短いではないか。
There's no hamster on Earth that would make that claim. An old hamster would be tremendously lucky to see out 10 whole years. First met Egol on the day of the meteor shower 10 years ago. Came tumbling down from among the stars. Right onto my face at a ridiculous speed at that. Hurt like hell. Like no joke. Would be crazy and likely to get by a shooting star. Also getting hit by a shooting hamster must be astronomically low. Imagine some owl had hunted it and accidentally dropped it while flying overhead. Looking back now, a lot of things happened to get weird around that time. First time I saw this thing, it looked like any other cute little pet. Thought it might have been a gift from the heavens. So I took it home with me and started looking after it. Only for it to get fatter and fatter until it finally evolved into the fatster you see before you. What are you even are you anyway?
端的に言ってそら、お前の守護天使だ。
That's what they always say. You're not the marketable mascot character following some magical girl around in a cartoon.
まったく小さい男だ。そんなことだから恋人の一人や二人もできんのだ。
Screw you, these stupid powers you've given me keep getting me wrapped up in all kinds of trouble, good and bad.
望むべくもないと？むしろ望むべきものではないか？
Huh?
テンプレとはつまりはお約束。ほぼ確実に一定の結果は得られるということであろう。であればメスを欲する世のオスの半数以上はお前の能力を羨ましがると思うがな。
Why can't you speak in symbols? That'll make me laugh. If someone else wants them, they can go ahead and take them. Clichés are best saved to stories. I want to live in peace and with my freedom.
お前がそう思うのならばそうなのであろう。お前の中ではな。
No, what's that supposed to mean?
ソラちゃん、まだ支度してるの？朝ごはんもうできてるよ。
Oops, I spent far too long talking, for want of a better word, to Algol this morning. Come in,
我
Senna.
が輩の朝食も頼むぞ。
Yeah, I'll bring your made in Japan pellets.
ならばよし。本来であれば北海道北竜町産の有機ひまわりの種以外認めるのだがな。
Well, beggars can't be choosers. You're fine enough as it is. This thing refused to eat randomly sourced sunflower seeds or pellets poured from overseas. I swear if it had any idea how much I spent on its food. Anyway, time to eat. Go eat. Gotta make sure I don't forget to make breakfast fit for a king afterwards. Nothing else will suit the pound of this fatster after all. Head down to the living room and to find breakfast waiting for me on the table. I've got rice, miso soup, grilled fish, and chopped vegetables. That's the most cliched of cliche traditional Japanese breakfasts. It's impressive that Senna can whip all this up in so little time. Cook myself, but I'm nowhere near as efficient or skilled.
ソラちゃんやっと来たね。
Yeah, still plenty of time though. No. Though I might not have might not have if I had to make my own breakfast. Thanks, Senna.
どういたしまして。それじゃあ食べよっか。
Senna looks at home in the kitchen with her apron on. She comes over and sits down next to me. Dig in.
いただきます。
Send us some extra lips at the food she cooked herself. We always eat breakfast whenever she comes to wake me up. I essentially live alone, so I really appreciate having someone to share meals with. I think Senna might have realized that herself.
どうしたのソラちゃん
She gives me a puzzled look, realizing my thoughts have distracted me from eating. Oh, nothing. Just thinking about how you always make the best food for me, Senna.
うんうんそうでしょそうでしょ今日もソラちゃんへの愛情たっぷりなんだからね
Thanks, I mean it. For a bunch of things.
ソラちゃん今日は素直だね
Am I? I bet something funny.
あひどいさっき美味しいって言ってたじゃないもしかしてゴルちゃんのペレット食べちゃったの
Weren't meant to take my joke seriously.
違うのよかった
You'll never catch me eating those things. Who knows what Goal would do to me if I did.
ご飯ならお姉ちゃんがいつでも作ってあげるよ
That would be pretty swell, admittedly.
やっぱり今日のソラちゃんは素直だね
I think I am, though. I enjoyed the rest of the breakfast she made for me, and then we tidy up together.
ソラちゃん
Got it. Then I washes the dishes, then I dry them. Got the order of what we wash and the timing with which to pass things over down pat. Moving in so in sync that even the most cliches of outcomes, that being us accidentally touching hands and dropping plates in shock, never happens.
今日の天気ってどうだったっけ
Looked the line earlier. Apparently it won't rain.
そっかじゃあ洗濯物は干しておいても大丈夫だね
Should they? It's not all that much to wash up, so our conversation doesn't slow us down at all.
洗い物終了
Thanks for the help. What now? We're a little early, but we could head to class.
そうだねそうしよっか
What are you laughing over there? Nothing for. Did you eat something funny?
そうね強いて言うならソラちゃんと一緒のものかな
Okay, now you're scaring me.
でも嘘じゃないよマジレス
But she looks into my eyes while smiling makes my heart skip a beat. Sure, if you say so. Maybe I'm the one acting strangely this morning.
じゃあソラちゃん私はカバン取ってくるね
Sure, I'll wait for you outside. Said I didn't bring her shoes with her either, so I imagine she'll go back to hers the way she came here, via the balcony.
ソラちゃんゴルちゃんの朝ごはん忘れてない
Ah, crap, totally
ゴ
forgot.
ルちゃんとっても悲しそうにしてるからちゃんとご飯あげてから来てね
Oh, well. Alcohol's gonna chew me out for this, make no mistake. All those complaints will stream directly into my brain at that. After receiving a lengthy intercerebral lecture from Algol, I head outside and wait for Senna directly between our two homes. This too is part of my morning routine. Never have to wait very long though. It's all part of the usual
お
flow.
待たせ
Senna pops out of her home round on time.
ごめんね忘れ物思い出しちゃって
That's cool, I just got here myself.
もうソラちゃんったら
Huh? Why's you getting all bashful with me?
そういうのは投稿じゃ言わないんだよ
Then what am I supposed to say? If it says so, let's get a move on you. Senna slides her arm under mine like it's the most natural thing in the world to do. Excuse me, Senna? Don't you hear me, miss? All the different parts of her are pressing up against me. Like that exquisitely perfect bust of hers and her soft flowing hair. In all honesty, I'm finding it very difficult to control myself. However, I would also be deathly embarrassed if anyone were to see us right now. Come on, it's too much. Get off of me. Man, what a waste. Must be how a monk feels after taking his oath.
何言ってるの今日はちょっと涼しいぐらいだよソラちゃん
Fine, you win. But only for a little bit. I give up. I don't see Senna doing as I ask, no matter how much I complain. No, really, that's just me coming up with a posthumous reason to explain my actions. It's that wonderful softness pressing against my elbow that's the real reason for my hasty retreat, but can you blame me? I'm a gay.
ねえねえサラちゃん
Completely oblivious to my internal struggle, our dear Senna remains in good
夏
spirits.
休みって何かしたりするの
Oh, Rick, that's a whole month away.
そうなんだけどね何かするつもりなら聞いておこうと思って
I mean, I'm sure I'll be doing stuff with my club, but there are slightly more pressing matters to deal with, like finals we'll have first.
確かにそうだねソラちゃんは勉強どう
Same as usual, how about you?
いつも通りだね
Two of us exchange awkward looks. There are some subjects I'm good at, but I fear few that I'm not. When I say not good, I mean I might fail them if I let myself get lazy or conceited. Same goes for Senna too. Senna, my dear, I find best when people like us focus on living in the here and now rather than worrying about what might happen in a week or a month.
そうだねって今日で思い出したよ今日ね転校生が来るみたいなの
Let's wait for this time of year. How'd you find out?
昨日職員室に行ったらたまたま先生たちが話してるのを聞いちゃってね
You'd think that in this day and age, teachers would take their privacy a little more seriously. As a student.
やっぱり気になるの
No, exactly. Well, like I have a bad feeling about this. My mind fills with numerous plausible cliches that this could lead to. And not one leads to a peaceful day for me. But hey, as long as it's not a girl, things should be fine. I hope.
ソラちゃん
What is it this time, my dear Senna?
信号変わっちゃうよ急ごう
Oh. Complete utter negligence allows Senna to start tugging on my arm. Senna, wait! The way she's tugging on my arm does hurt, but it also fills me with a sense of happiness. Somebody isn't a fan.
セーフ
Cross the road without issue. However, we didn't really need to run across the road, did we? We could have waited for the next one. Time zone, like... A tab should be in my pocket, but it isn't. Come on, without that I can't make calls or check social media, much less of that tell the time.
ソラちゃん
Only one time it could have happened. Must have fallen from my pocket when Senna yanked on my arm. Sorry, Senna, but I've dropped my tab somewhere.
どこで私も一緒に探すよ
Don't worry, I think I know exactly where. Just wait here for me. Light just happened to have gone green, so I sprang back over the road. Please, please, please don't be broken. There aren't many cars on this road, but what if I did get run over? The thought of it alone makes me shiver. Imagine having to buy a new one. Very convenient, but you definitely pay for the luxury. So let's start pulling me around that corner, I think. Wait. Corner. Toast. No. I'm on the way to class right now, yes? And I'm currently sprinting full speed around a corner, yes? And given what I was talking to Senna about... Oh dear, I think I'm in danger! Whoa! I turned the corner only to immediately collide with some soft. Both me and the person I bumped into are sent flying onto our backsides. I'm so sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going.
こちらこそ飛び出したりして
Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh. There's something about this girl. Keeps me from looking away. She's wearing the same uniform as me, but I don't remember seeing her before. Her skin is pale and the thin lips of yours are strangely sensual. I thought knowing Senna had immunized me to seeing beautiful girls, but I must say...
どうかしましたか
No, not at all. But you shouldn't be staring at a girl I've only just met. That's rude. Quickly look away from her face. When you find myself instead looking at... Oh, white. Yep, that's white, alright. Pure unadulterated white.
もしかして顔にクリームチーズ
Did you? I don't recall.
これはもうダメそうね
No, I wouldn't say that. It looked good from where I'm standing.
でも地面に落ちたパンはもう食べられないです
We don't seem to be having the same conversation here. Is this about a sandwich? Oh yes, there's a sandwich laying by Miss White Panty's feet. Crap. I really returned my gaze to the face of the girl in white panties, only to find the owner of said white panties glaring at me. It was just a coincidence, an act of God. Need to change the subject fast. So, can you stand? I'll hand up to her, but she shoves it aside. Hey, no, wait! Little Miss White Panty snatches up her belongings, races off. And there she goes. Cliched parting remark, to be sure, but she did say it rather politely, at least. That's pretty much entirely my fault, too. I'll apologize when I see her. When next I see her, and hopefully that resolves the matter. At any rate, getting dealt all these cliches first thing in the morning is exhausting. It goes without saying that I then proceed to heave to today's second sigh. One silver lining to it all, I suppose, is that I managed to find my tab safe and sound.
それじゃあソラちゃん、また後でね。
Later. Sin and I are in different year groups, so we say our goodbyes in front of my classroom. I then headed to the room to be greeted by... Married couple came together again, huh? And... Never any trouble in paradise, is there? And... You're getting steamy, eh? And so on. Jokes so old they've grown mold all over them from coming... come flying my way, and that's nothing new. The real issue it has is a female classmate I now find standing imposingly in front of me. Morning, Fujimiya. I greet the straight-laced class rep, Fujimiya Rinne, with a smile so as to avoid agitating her if at all possible.
おはよ
Oh, she's smiling back at me.
う。ねえ、桜井くん。私、毎朝あなたに言っていると思うのだけど。
Crap, should have known this is way too good for true.
不純異性交友は校則違反よ。まったく。何度言えばわかるのかしら
That's just... I mean, Koiwai-senpai.
小祝先輩のせいにする気あなたが拒めば済む話でしょ
Like hell I can. It would never work. She'd start bawling her eyes out.
できないって。あなたやっぱり小祝先輩と不純異性交友を
Also, I know the voice.
できないって。あなたやっぱり小祝先輩と不純異性交友を
It's Meguru. It's Meguru. And Yoshino while we're at it. Hold on. There we go. Template. ADB. Yep, Haruka Sora. Didn't recognize Senna, so check the voice at least. Hanazawa Sakura. Oh, she's Lucia from Maiden Serenade. Anyone else I should recognize her from? None I recognize right now. Oh, Karigurashi Renai. Aranami Kyo. So I do know him. The looping on the background music in this is kind of weird. Anyways. We are not. Two of us aren't dating. Why is it getting stuck? How is getting stuck up over this rule supposed to solve our country's declining birth rate, huh?
知らないわよ
そんなの政府にでも任せておけばいいのよ。私は今桜井くんの校則違反を問題にしているの。
As I keep telling you, I'm not breaking any damn rules. Don't you think it's enough for Jamiya? Yeah, Sakurai's busy solving the falling birth rate with Koiwai Senpai out there. Unless you're saying you want to take place, is that it? Sounds good to me. Those jackasses could at least decide if they're trying to lend a hand or humiliate me further.
私が桜井くんと
Fujimiya? He's bright red in the face. Must have been terrible to be angry with me.
桜井くんと少子化対策って要するにそういうことよね。ちょっとやだ。
Wait, what? Did I just get rejected? You, okay there, Fujimiya?
今日のところはこのくらいにしてあげるわ、桜井くん。
Right.
いい？これ以上私の手を煩わせないように貧困法制に生活してちょうだいね。
With a very pointy nose there. She goes off with her cheeks still burning red. Surely has nothing. It was nothing to get that angry about. I finally reached my seat. Today's been a lot. I'll snooze on my desk until homeroom starts.
おはようっす、ソラ。
Oh no, why do I feel like I'm gonna have to beat your ass at some point? My plans are foiled a mere seconds by a cheerful voice coming from behind me. I know who it is already. Sugino Shuta, my partner in crime. Whatever he's up to, you can be sure it's no good.
相変わらず、セナさんだけじゃなくて、委員長とも熱々なんだな。
I think your eyes must be as faulty as a brain if we were seeing romance there.
いやいやいや、毎朝同じようなお約束のやりとり。ありゃ愛がなきゃできねえよ。
That's no damn spark, none that I can see at least.
そうかい？なら俺はこれ以上何も言えねえな。
You better not.
どうしたソラ？ため息とはらしくなくもないか。
You could have at least lied to cheer me up, dude. This here's one guy who doesn't know how to follow the social template.
よくわかんねえけど、そんな元気のないお前のために耳寄り情報を持ってきてやったぜ。
I'll pass on your pics of girls in super skimpy bikinis and mysteries of female body videos that really push the line. That part of me needs no energizing right now, thank you very much.
んだよ、別にいいじゃねえか。最高だろ、女体は。
And I'm not disagreeing. Is that all then, Shuta?
いやいや、待て待て。本題はそっちじゃねえって。そら、聞いて驚けよ。
Spit it out already, would you?
実はな、このクラスに転校生が来るみたいなんだよ。おまけに女子らしいぜ。やっほい。あれ？ここテンション上げてくとこなんですけど、ソラさん。こんな時期にやってくる転校生、それも女子。ソラは何が不満なんだよ。
It's just like all of it, really, Shuta.
たく、ソラはノリ悪いな。どんな子なんだろうな。可愛いといいな。
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Miss White Panties who I ran into earlier. She was wearing a uniform. Color of her ribbon would suggest she's in the same year group as me too. But like, nah, there's no way. Bitch, you live in fucking Cliché land. Of course there is way. Each year group has at least 200 kids in it. No way I could keep track of all of them. No, I was so busy thinking about earlier. I forgot this guy was here.
ソラ、お前、心当たりでもあるのか。
How could I?
怪しいぞ。
Whoa, get off me! The bell's ringing!
そんな知るか。お前が話すんだよ。
ちゃっちゃと席つけ、クソガキども。チャイムはとっくに鳴ってるぞ。
I very distinctly do not recognize this voice right now. Like, I could not even begin to tell you where to start. I'm going to stab the people who make this game, though, because she's not sexually involved, aka she has no side route, aka another fucking hot teacher that I... Wait, do you keep doing this? Oh, hey, I'd apparently know her if I ever played Shining Song Star Nova, but alas, I don't do idols. It's Exna! Two adult women without side characters, without routes that I want to fucking kill the devs for. Murder! Like, at this point, I have to be allowed, like, a fucking, like, a one hook at least. Just a real solid, like, straight hook to the face. Straight hooks don't exist. Do they? Yep. Yes. Mochizuki Ruri, a homeroom teacher, comes into the classroom while Shuta is still shaking me about. Dude, the teacher's here.
ちぇあと少しだってのに。
桜井、杉野、あとはお前さんたちだけだぞ。あ、いいか？私はね、やる気というやつを職員室に置いてきてるんだ。さっさと座らんと一緒にそれを取りに行ってもらうことになるぞ。
遠慮します。
As ma'am.
命拾いしたな、空。
Speak for yourself. Once Shuta gets back to his seat, Miss Ruri actually opens her attendance sheet, which is a surprise because usually.
全員いるか？よし、いるな。はい、終了。
And that would be it.
喜べ、諸君。今日はお前さんたちに新しいクラスメートを紹介する。
きたー！
Class starts murmuring with Shuta being conspicuously excited among them.
みんな静かに。
Our class rep immediately managed to make everyone, save Shuta, settle down. I guess everyone does listen to her when it actually matters, huh?
ご苦労藤宮。お前さんがいてくれるから私は安心して職務を放棄できる。望月先生、それは困ります。それとお話を進めてください。ああ、そうだったそうだった。待たせてすまないね。入ってきてくれ。
Our teacher turns to face the corridor, and from it comes the single girl. Our temporarily pacified classmates begin whispering again the moment they see her. You're shitting me. This new student is, I suppose, unsurprisingly at this point, someone I've seen before.
はじめまして。本日よりひなもり学園2年1組に編入させていただくことになりました。桜井しおと言います。
Make no mistake, that's Miss White Panties I bumped into this morning. She has your fucking family name. Is she a surprise sister? However, I'm conscious that when we first meet, she now wears a flawless smile across her face.
桜井か。まあ珍しくもない名字だし、クラスに2人いてもいいのか。いやでも待てよ。そうすると名前を呼ぶのが面倒だな。1号2号とかにするか。
like you just, I don't know why the first thing I imagined is that he fucking saw that it's her coming in, and his first instinct was just. Not long after, however, the Erlang arrived. The real Erlang arrived, and his officials rushed out to see the doppelganger, who has a so-named great sage equal to heaven been here, Erlang wanted to know. Perhaps you could consider simply using our first names, Miss Ruri.
まああれだ。 それは席はそうだな。桜井つながりで千住桜井の隣でいいだろ。
At least pretend to care, jeez. Well, let's see, it is free though.
わかりました。
Little Miss White Panties, aka Sakurai Shio, comes walking briskly towards me. She's staring right at me. She's gonna chew me out because of what happened this morning or something. I admit I messed up, but it was still an accident, an act of God even. Still, I should be polite and introduce myself. Hey, Sakurai Soda, nice to meet you. No, we got off on the wrong foot, but... From the way she's glaring at me now, I never imagined her capable of that flawless smile she had a moment ago. I guess she must be mad at me.
はじめまして、桜井しおです。よろしくお願いします。
Right. Guess we're pretending this morning never happened. In other news, something about the name Shio seems familiar to me. Just can't place it. Probably saw it on some TV show or manga recently. I feel my seat neighbor continuing to stare daggers at me. Can't let that out of my side. It's so awkward. Finally. Classes are over for the day. Spent 6 awkward periods sitting next to my new neighbor. Tried various things to strike up a rapport with her, but when I offered to lend her my textbook, I got a mere... When I asked if she wanted to see my notes, I got an...
いえ、結構です。
And so on. Although she wasn't much better with my other classmates, can think of it. Say, so where'd you move to?
すみません。家にはまだ。今日この町に来たばかりなので。
Oh damn, you gonna be okay getting home?
はい。高山は初めてというわけでもないですし、地図アプリもありますので。
I guess you'll be alright then.
お気遣いありがとうございます。
Acting distance from them, but not quite as prickly as she did with me. Me next! Tell me what you're into, Sakurai.
そうですね。
I think the transfer student just glanced in my direction.
星とかを見るのが好きですね。最近はあまり見れていないですけど。
You don't say. Is that a star, is she? That's kind of surprising. You're so pretty, I thought you'd be into more popular things.
そんなことないですよ。私は至って地味ですか
Yeah. Panties were on the mature normal side of things. Transfer student looks over at me while I'm nodding along to myself. Sometimes she can read my thoughts or something.
ら。
Seriously, what? She looked away the moment I looked over. Hey, Sakura, you want to hang out after this? I can show you around Takayama.
すみません、皆さん。私、用事があるので、今日はこれで。
No, fair. We just moved here. Must be busy.
はい。じゃあ、失礼します。
See you next week.
また来週。
Transfer student heads home and the ring that had formed around her soon disperses.
転校生の隣の席ってのもなかなか大変なもんだな。
Shuta comes over, sparing a sidelong glance at our dispersing classmates. He must have been listening in on the conversation they were having too.
それにしてもなかなかレベル高いな、桜井さんは。
Admit it, she's pretty cute.
へえ、お前がセナさん以外の美少女に興味持つなんてね。
What do you think I am?
人一倍ドキドキハプニングに遭遇するくせにそれが結実しないダメ主人公
You
だな。
would be correct. Give me a break.
せっかく隣が美少女転校生なのに何もしないお前に言われる筋合いはないね。あー、羨ましい。
If you want to sit next to her that bad, just go ask Miss Ruri.
それはもうやった。
Well, damn, auto-saved?
声をかけた瞬間却下されたよ。ちっくしょー。
Sorry, Shuta, but that outcome was plain as day. Rest in peace, dude.
美少女に恵まれてるお前の情けはウケん。
ソラちゃん、一緒に帰ろ。
Senna appears right in the middle of the dumb conversation we're
ほ
having.
ら、また美少女だ。
シュウタくんどうしたの？
Just a guy trying to hook a catch on hopes and dreams alone, crying when he gets skunked again.
ボース？ごめんね。よくわからないや。
Nah, don't sweat it. Got no flip today, so see you shoot them. We're out of here.
裏切り者ダメ主人公
Life isn't a story, jeez.
ねえソラちゃん
Hmm? If you're offering to make dinner for me, then please go right ahead.
ありがとうじゃなくて
Oh, it's rare for Senna to react like that.
さっきねソラちゃんのところに行く途中廊下ですれ違った子がちょっと気になっちゃったの。その子多分ソラちゃんの教室から出てきたように
Oh, that was probably the transfer student you were talking about this morning.
やっぱりそうだったんだ。学年もそうだけどクラスまで一緒なんてソラちゃんはやっぱり引きがいいよね。
She wasn't surprised on the lottery, you know? And given the downsides, I wouldn't say I got very lucky at all. So, what was it about the transfer student that caught your eye?
なんかねビビッときたの。それから胸の奥があったかい感じっていうのかな。
So was love at first sight, my dear Senna?
もう違うよ。なんだろうどこか引っかかるな。思い出せないよ。
So you've come down with early onset dementia, my dear Senna.
ソラちゃん
Hey, wait, is she pissed off at me?
いい年上の女性に対して言ってはいけないことが2つあります。一つは年齢のこと、もう一つは年齢を連想させることだよ。わかった？
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry. Aren't they both the same thing?
わかればよろしい。で、転校生ちゃんのことだけど、何か思い出したらソラちゃんにも教えるね。
Yeah, cool, no rush. Honestly, I don't care about the transfer student at all. I just want to live my life in peace, that's all.
Yes.
You're not gonna have
この
peace.
話はとりあえずおしまいね。じゃあソラちゃん、改めて聞くけど、お夕飯は何食べたい？
Will you get mad if I just say anything as long as you make it?
困らないよ。ソラちゃんに食べてもらいたいメニューはたくさんあるんだから。
Cool, I can help carry the groceries at least.
じゃあスーパーで買い物していこっか。
Sounds good. Chat to send about potential dinners as we do our shopping and then head back home.
制服着替えたらお夕飯作りにそっち行くね。
Sure, take your time. Oh, but come in through the front door this time.
はーい、わかってます。ちゃんと玄関から行くから。
Sen and I temporarily go our separate ways. I guess I better get things ready for while I'm waiting for Senna. Like pans, cutting boards, knives, etc. Can't just leave her all the work, you know. I also need to get changed myself. So check my keys out of my pocket and go to open the front door. Front door to my house has 2 cylinder locks on it and one chain that can only be done from the inside. The first lock opens no problem. The second, however, doesn't do a thing as I twist it open. It's unlocked. Twist the handle and the door opens without issue. That's weird. Oh, I made sure to lock up before leaving. Hey, my stupid old man has decided to come home for once. But if he did, the door wouldn't have been locked at all. First things first, I go and drop the groceries off in the living room. Then I take out my tab and pre-dial the number for the police. Always remember to check your corners. Video game taught me that one. I don't trust this. There are a bunch of cardboard boxes lying about the place that I have no recollection of. Are they Dad's? Work my way around them, making naughty sound as I clear the inside of my house. I then hear a quiet voice coming from the bathroom.
あれこの箱にも入ってない。
Enemy spotted.
私のお気にどこ行っちゃったのよ。
There's someone there. Seem to be looking for some. They seem rather irritated. Can't aggravate them. There's no telling what they might do if they've noticed me calling the police.
やっと見つけた。もう最初の箱にあったのね。
Looks like she found it. I don't know if there's anything of value in the bathroom. Hear her rummaging and then the sound of something falling to the floor. By the way, this criminal's getting caught. Fortunately, my tab isn't just a phone. I can use it as a camera to capture the evidence. Alright, time to charge in. Who goes there? Burst into the bathroom door. I mean, technically she's dressed, but it's just underwear, so I'd rather, you know, err on the safe side. Huh? What exactly is the meaning of this? Why is there an exhibitionist in my bathroom? No, wait, first things first. Why is the transfer student in my bathroom? She invaded my home, then stripped down to her undies? What the hell is this girl's problem? The sight before her brings up one question after another. The biggest being, what the hell am I supposed to do? Good day there? Greet her, maybe? You don't need to see the line for that one. The frozen transfer student finally comes back to life. Wait. No. I'm not ogling you on purpose. No, I shouldn't be staring. I just can't help it. He's wearing different undies than before. Skin's so beautiful. And then after cleavage and rips. All the places that would usually be covered by a uniform, drawing me right in. You're despicable, Shio says. The look on her face is just incredible. Those crimson cheeks, those teary eyes. No, You're despicable, Shio says. Looks like she's about to burst into tears, even though I'm the one who should get to cry. I'm sorry! Yes, ma'am! The not so quite screamed insult makes me do a quick about face. I hear the sound of the door slamming behind me. What the hell was that about, seriously? I make my escape to the living room without truly coming to terms with what just happened. Right. And so someone's trespassing in my house. What's more, she's acting like she owns the place and she's running around half naked. Why chase the pervert here? No, I guess she wasn't trying to expose herself to me on purpose. Motherfucker! Again, fine technically, but she has a pretty face, not much I knew previously. I figured too, I must say. Though she doesn't quite match up to Senna in some departments. Also, I was the one staring like some flipping fucking Tom. With my tab in my hand, camera application open at that. If this comes to light, I'll be found guilty, no questions asked. Hold on. One half of my nostril being real fucking annoying. Also, quick context by the way. I did start the recording today a little late. That was entirely because I had to fucking chase a fly that was being way too fucking obnoxious out of the room. I ended up not being able to chase it out of the room, but instead I just fucking vibe checked it out of the air with a fucking folder. And I have not seen hide nor hair of the fly since. I don't know if I got it and it died, or if it's just like crawling around the floor without being able to fly somewhere. I don't know. Either way, I left the door open for like half an hour to give it an escape, and it decided to not take it. Instead, it decided to continue annoying me. It made its choice. The sign knows that alcohol is on top of the table. Damn, this fat stern always escaping its cage.
どうだ？テンプレの力はすごいだろ。
What is this stupid thing? I have to look so smug. Please, anybody. I don't need any more cliches. I need therapy. Before you get mad, may I ask why you're breaking and entering? Because you're moving here, obviously. Underworld girl comes out of the bathroom after a while, apparently to engage him in a staring competition. This time she's actually wearing clothes, thank goodness. Rather cute ones too. Ow. The air feels so tense I can practically see the rumbling SFX around here. For some reason I've been made to kneel down, so I find myself looking up at her.
一応聞いておきましょうか。
What, does she want my impressions or something? You're very pretty? Oh, was that not what you wanted to hear?
そんなことを聞いているんじゃありません。申し開きがあれば聞きましょうと言ったんです。
Oh, well, I really like her to explain herself for what it's worth. Everything on my end, this morning included, has been a complete accident. What are you even doing in my house, new kid?
また君って私のことお邪魔するよ、ソラちゃん。
Senna comes into the front door carrying a paper bag, cutting off the new kid's mid-sentence.
あれどうし
Those are the first words out of her mouth, and her laid-back attitude completely destroys the tension that had been building up. The new girl, despite her previous wrath, has fallen completely silent. Senna stares at the girl for a few moments before suddenly clapping her hands together.
そうよ。ねえ、あなたしおちゃんよね。はい、そうですが。あ、もしかしてセナさん？そうだよ。よかった。やっぱりしおちゃんだ。こちらこそお久しぶりです。
Sorry, what's going on here?
それでソラちゃんはどうして正座してるの？
Also, I've heard enough voice lines from her now and still do not recognize her. Akino Hana. The voice actor name says something. Oh, yeah. She's Yuzuyu in Fureraba. Anyone else that I'm forgetting right now? Oh yeah, Yuki in Yukikoi Melt. AK, don't eat the yellow snow.
はい。少しお説教をしてました。
New kid smiles at Senna only to glare at me the next moment.
またしおちゃんに何かしたの？ええ。なので、これからちょっと締めようかと。
Why she looks serious, this is terrifying.
本当に変わらないね。そうですか？
Why are these two girls acting all buddy? Oh, God, what is it this time? It's calling me. Oh, it's my stupid old man. Hello? How's it going, stupid son of mine? What do you want, stupid old man? Just remember that there was something I had to tell you. Good news, Sora-ja. Good news, Sora. Our family's getting bigger. Can you get to the point? I'm kind of busy here. I'm getting remarried. Actually, I already did. What? How could you keep something so important a secret? You really are stupid. At first I wanted to come tell you on purpose since it was so important, but since I'm busy flying around the world, I haven't really had a chance, sorry. That, and I completely forgot. Screw you! Now, don't get so angry, son. Anyone would be angry in my position, Anyone who wouldn't be angry in my position deserves a good punch. You're going to need to work on that short temper of yours now that you're a big brother, you know. What? I'll tell you to start. Our family's getting bigger. I couldn't manage to get you 12 sisters, so one will have to do. Technically, you're the same age, but you're slightly older. What is he saying? Her name's Shu-chan. You know her. Take my tab away from me here for a moment. Seriously, her? She's my little sister. Technically, it would be stepsister, though, right? She'll be living at your house from today. I don't suppose you've already run into each other. Yeah. Just a moment ago. Perfect timing then. What do you think? Shu-chan's a cute one, ain't she? But don't you go making a move on her. That'd be illegal. Like hell I would! But more importantly, I don't care that you got married. But how can you just dump a whole person on me out of the blue? What the hell am I supposed to do here? You have Senna there. He'll be fine. So was putting all his trust in the next door neighbor over his own son. Just talk to the Koiwais if you need anything. If they can't help you, then just give up. My stupid old man is a total shithead. Alright, I've told you everything, so I'm hanging up. These international calls are pricey. No, wait! Having said his piece, my father immediately cuts the call. Stupid fucking old man.
お父さんから電話があったということは事情は分かったみたいですね。
Yeah, more or less.
そうですか。でもだからといって私が怒っているのは変わりませんから。
I know.
ならそのことについては置いておきます。では改めてこれからよろしくお願いしますね、兄さん。
The little girl like hey, my new stepsister gives me a little bow. You too. All things considered, that was really polite of you.
親しき中にも礼儀ありですから。
Right. That was a really thorny thing to say, because it's out of spite for earlier. Happy accidents, a remarried parent, and now a brand new stepsister. These cliches are at it again. A feeble complaint spills out of my mouth amidst a hefty sigh. Yes. Yes. Nothing. No, not at all. Several minutes after the call from my stupid old man, my tap starts vibrating once more. This time it's from my parent new stepsister's mother. That would make her my mother-in-law. I mean stepmother, don't I? Yes, I understand. Yes, you too. Okay, then have a good night. Hang up. Senna and Officer Shio seem very interested to know what that call was about. They're both staring expectantly at me.
それでソラちゃんどうだった？
You can probably guess it was mostly the same as what my stupid old man said.
そっか。じゃあやっぱり？
Yep, so my stupid old man managed to marry Shio's mother, making the two of us siblings.
もうソラちゃん、おじさんのことそうやしとか言っちゃダメだよ。
That ship has long sails on that one. Long since sailed on that one, Senna.
それで母さんは何か言ってましたか？
And just a few important things. Flies back. Just a few important things. Our parents are going on a long honeymoon come overseas business trip, so they won't be home anytime soon. In the meantime, us two are to live together.
本当に初めて知ったんですね。
Not a clue! Which is why you'll find that I'm entirely innocent.
へえ、じゃあ今日から一緒なんだ。
I've lived alone until now. I wonder what having a little sister would be like. I think it's gonna be like this from the moment I wake up in the morning. Have mercy on me. I don't know wants to live in peace.
で、私のことは何か言ってませんでしたか？
Actually, that was the second thing. She said she hoped the two of us will get along. She also told me to tell you not to get too carried away now that you've met me. Which I don't understand. Get carried away with what?
さあ、私にもわかりません。まったくお母さんたらそんなことしないよ。兄さんじゃあるまいし。
Did you just insult me? Oh, she also said to make sure you get up in the mornings and eat a balanced diet.
わかってます。余計なお世話なんだから。もう。食生活の方は私がいるから平気だね。
Yeah, I don't need to worry about dying of malnutrition here.
なら栄養面はクリアだね。しおちゃん、引っ越しの荷物とかは平気？はい、早めに帰って受け取るだけは受け取りました。ほとんど業者さんが運んでくれましたけど、部屋から先は自分でもやったので汗かいちゃって。
That explains why she was half naked in the bathroom.
なんですか？
Oh, nothing.
そっか。今日はまだ涼しいけど、もう6月だもんね。ええ、大変でした。
It's like I'm walking on eggshells
荷
here.
ほどきとかは明日からかな。ええ、そのつもりです。そっか。じゃあ、
Senna looks at me, then at you, before finally.
歓迎会をしないと。
She makes that declaration with a beaming smile. Really?
だってしおちゃんと仲良くするようにって言われたんだよね。
Yeah, well, but it's not like you have any obligation to do so, Senna.
そうですよ。 押しかけてきたのは私の方ですし。ダメだよ、そんなんじゃ。ちゃんとやろうよ、歓迎会。
Oh, you being so nice to complete strangers, Senna. I know she's good in nature, but that doesn't do much.
見ず知らずって誰のこと？私のことだと思いますよ。今日一日そうでしたから。それはさすがにひどいよ、ソラちゃん。
Sorry, what's going on? Not both girls are staring daggers at me.
白状者のソラちゃん、ちょっとこれ見てくれるかな。
Senna takes the photo album out of the paper bag she's holding and opens it up. Is this us?
そう、私たちの小さい頃の写真だよ。
I recognize Senna myself instantly. There's one more person in the photograph.
本当に小さいですね。
What'd you just say?
これ私たち3人の写真なんだよ。
Huh? That shy girl standing next to me clutching on my pants says Shio.
懐かしい。でもちょっと恥ずかしいですね。小さい時の写真ってそういうの多いよね。本当に。
The two girls reminisce as they stare at the photo when I'm slowly left connecting the dots in my head. I remember most days back then were me, Senna, and one other girl. What was her name? Alright. Called that girl Shio. So, and this Shio here must be the same Shio from the photograph. Memories really are a curious thing. Once I make the connection, they all come flooding back to me at once. Three of us got up to all sorts of things. We hung out, played pranks on each other. Also, we used to look up at the stars. But then one day, Shio vanished, leaving just Senna and myself. I seem to recall a lot of tears back then. Senna's the one who comforted me. Can't quite remember why I was so upset, mind you. Man, I was such an embarrassing kid. How did I forget all this?
忘れていたのは兄さんだけです。そうそう、私はちゃんと思い出したんだから。で、写真を見ればソラちゃんも思い出すかなって。
Right.
本当は思い出話に花を咲かせたかったんだよ。
I'm sorry. Look up from the photo right as the two girls do the same. We all end up looking at each other. Mood in here has turned somewhat bittersweet.
ソラちゃんがちゃんと思い出してくれてよかったよ。兄さんは昔から抜けてるところがあるので少し心配でした。
Bit rude. I'm glad though that you and I are talking like this now. It was so close to me when we were in class. I've been able to handle living with someone like that.
どうしました？
In the past, she always referred to me by my first name, but now I've moved from being her friend to being her brother. So about that makes me sad, but I'm not sure what. Family now, so sure that means we're now closer than ever. That's nothing. Looking at old photos made me all sentimental. I'm sure that's what it is. In case you and I are siblings now. As big brother, it falls on me to establish our new relationship. Hey there, such a good girl, Gio. Let's start with some head pets, see how that works.
何するんですか？
No need to worry, my dear sister. Your big brother will give you as many head pets as you so desire.
結構です。
She knocks my hand away from
それ
my
よ
head.
り気持ち悪いのでアニブるのはやめてください。
Creepy! God, emotional damage right in the heart.
そうです。もう髪が乱れちゃったじゃないですか。
She runs her fingers through her hair trying to fix it.
そらお兄ちゃん、振られちゃったね。
Shut up! Knew that a single comment from my little sister could hurt so much. I very much am worried about my future here. We then decided to go ahead and throw the welcome party that Senna suggested. Anything fancy is well out of budget for us, so we're gonna have to make do with food we make ourselves. Senna's a nice spirit and she was just offered to help her out, so naturally go do the same. However,
ダメです。
tragic as I was expelled from the kitchen. I'm an outcast. Poor Aya. I found me sulking on the living room sofa, listening in on their conversation. Ah!
セナさんって毎日ご飯作りに来てるんですか？そうね。だいたい毎日かな。
What Most meals was probably more accurate. Feeling lonely, so I tried to slide my way into conversation.
確かにそうかもね。そうですか。でも、しおちゃんだってお料理するんでしょ？一応。そっか。じゃあ、これお任せしちゃっていいかな？はい、わかりました。
Come on, at least tell me what you're making.
もう、ソラちゃん、これは乙女の秘密なの。静かに待ってて。そうです。ここは女の戦場、聖域です。
It was messed up. We're in my house. So it's nice to see the two girls getting along as they cook. Sure, they have a whole bunch of girl things to talk about. That means I have been made an outcast. Fine, then I'll go. I'm making dinner for you first.
良い心がけである。さ、早くしろ。
I call for the fatster, which is lounging around the living room, and commence its feeding time. That good?
いつも通り、美味である。
Great.
それにしても、ソラよ。
What?
メスからソース感とは、哀れだな。
Get out of here. Yeah, fun fact, most of
お
like
皿は並べ終わった
stereotypical
かな？
cliches that don't involve like an already established long-term relationship kind of start with the girl hating the MC and then slowly but surely starting to like him instead. Kind of baked into fucking cliches.
はい、オッケーです。
Wait, what's that Senna saying? Yes. Sakurai family dining table is lined with dishes, the large majority of them most likely whipped up by Senna, given her extreme talent for the domestic. Judging by the grin on her face, she must have seized the opportunity to show off the full extent of her culinary skills.
でもよかった。私たちが買ってきたのだけじゃ材料足りなかったし、私がたまたま買ってきていたのが幸いしましたね。
The main dishes seem to have been mostly created by Senna, while the hors d'oeuvres were apparently purchased by Shio. Damn it again, huh?
そうね。乾杯はどうしようか。
This was your idea, so I think you should get to do it.
賛成です。そうじゃあ、私がやる。コーン。それでは皆様、お手元にグラスをご用意ください。いいかな？
Shio and I nod. Senna nods back and raises her glass.
乾杯！乾杯！
Cheers. Took our glasses together, then all take a sip. It's tea, all right. Fortunately, we don't typically keep much in the way of soft drinks at Casa Sakurai. But Senna and Shio have whipped up an absolute feast, so you won't find me complaining.
ソラちゃん、これおいしいよ。食べて食べて。
Senna starts plopping boiled veggies after boiled veggie, her specialty, onto my plate. It's good. Not overboiled and have great flavor to them.
ありがとう。じゃあ次はこれ試してみて。
Senna picks up some food with her chopsticks
ソラちゃん、
and moves it towards my mouth like it's the most natural thing in the world. What are you doing?
だからだよ。
He's all smiles as she gestures the food towards me. No, I'm okay. I can feed myself!
遠慮しなくていいよ。
She's gonna get me at this rate. Wanna avoid being force fed then. Pick up some of the food that Senna's trying to feed me from the plate and pop it in my mouth instead. It was good. Made my escape.
もう、ソラちゃんたらお行儀悪いよ。
Feeding someone isn't bad manners. She was watching the two of us through a half glare. She munches on some of the fried food and accompanying lettuce as she does. Shio?
何ですか、兄さん。
Thought she'd opened up a little, but now she's reverted back. Just we're throwing this party in your honor, so I was wondering if you were having a good time.
美味しいですよ。
That wasn't what I was asking about. Cool. That reminds me, these veggies are real good. You want some?
大丈夫です。自分で取れます。兄さんだってさっき自分で取っていたでしょ？
Yeah, jackass. She's really giving me the ice treatment here. This is what dealing with Shio is gonna be like. I can't take it. My big brother's heart bruises easily, you know.
ねえしおちゃん、こっちで何か足りないものとかあるかな？
Oh, Senna just changed the topic for me.
大体のものは持ってきてるので。そう？ここコンビニとか近くにないから、何か必要なものがあったらいつでも言ってね。はい、ありがとうございます。今度商店街とかも案内するね。場所は知ってるだろうけど、品揃えとかよくわからないだろうし。ねえ、ぜひ。
That's Senna for you. She's right at home as big sister. She knew just how to course correct, and like me, with my single-digit hours worth of experience in being a big brother.
ソラちゃんもちゃんとしおちゃんに高山を案内してあげるんだよ。
Of course I will, Sana dearest.
よろしい。じゃあもう一つ言っておくね。これからは女の子がいるんだから、お風呂とかトイレとかちゃんとノックしないとダメだよ。
I physically heard the crack of her stepping on a sensitive subject. The living room immediately fills with Shio's icy aura. You've done it now, Sana dearest. Hey, don't glare at me. I said I'm sorry. She shoots me a look of disdain as though looking at something filthy before turning away sharply.
あれ？まさかもう？
Senna gives me an awkward, apologetic look. I can't stand this atmosphere any longer. A welcome party will meet a quick and untimely end at this rate. You made these, right, Shio? Pointed some of the as of yet untouched food in front of Shio.
そうだよ。きっと美味しいんじゃないかな。
Thanks for the backup, Senna. Alright then, I call Big Bollock dibs on the first bite. Looks good enough and it's presented well too. I just played and tossed some of the food into my mouth.
それ
Shio seems to want to say something, but I pay her no. The hell? Is it sweet, salty, spicy, maybe bitter? I don't really have the vocabulary with which to describe the taste. There's one thing I can say for sure. It's something that hurts. Ah, fuck. I can't even call this flavor. So it's come to this.
ソラちゃん、どうしたの？
Oh shit, damn it, I almost passed out. Don't you avoid your gaze, damn it, Shio.
ちょっとソラちゃん、大丈夫？
Honestly, no, I'm not okay in any potential sense of the word in any universe. But I can't leave this bioweapon just hanging around the table. What if Senna were to eat it? Problem is she'll mate this, so I can't just throw it away either. What kind of big brother would I be if I were my sister like this? A single mouthful was bad enough. If I go on to eat the whole plate, then who knows what'll happen to me.
ソラちゃん？兄さん、何して？
Sorry, girls. They were only selling one ticket to hell today. Gassed her? The vision blurs from the tears, only to quickly start fading.
兄さん、しっかりしてください。ソラちゃんってば。
I hear Shio's and Senna's voices fading into the distance as the last of my strength leaves me. June 16th, Saturday. Oh, it's hard. Maybe eyelids slowly open to reveal an unfamiliar ceiling. Just kidding, it's a very familiar ceiling. Yep, all the stains are in the same places. This is my living room. From the feeling of what I'm lying on, I must be on the sofa. There's a blanket covering me. My consciousness is back, but my mind remains woozy. When this happens, it's usually because I was been dreaming just before waking up. Saturday dreams tend to be forgotten once you do wake up. Sometimes you remember them, but too fragmented to really know what it was. So my only real thought on the matter right now is, I had a dream. My spine cracks as I remove the blanket and sit up. Ow, my back. Now, why was I sleeping here in the first place? Not to brag, but when I sleep in bed, and when I die, it'll be in bed too. Thus, it's extremely unlikely that I willingly chose to sleep out here. What even happened last night? Let's see, we were throwing a welcome party for Shio, my new little sister. I was trying to cover for Senna when she accidentally hit a sore spot during a conversation. I ate whatever that was. Tried to man my way through it and ended up collapsing on the spot. It's probably the most intense experience I've ever had. Even remembering it now makes me feel dizzy. Hell, I'm impressed I didn't die. Good job, me. Better not let Shio handle the cooking. How do you even turn turn perfectly normal ingredients into something toxic? My life was in danger yesterday. Shio's or Senna's very nearly could have been too. Ugh. After a quick run through yesterday's events, my bladder decides it's time to say good morning. Thank you for warning me. Guess I haven't gone since yesterday, huh? Bladder must be pretty full right now. It's not healthy to hold in your pee, so let's get this dealt with. Out of the way! Guy with full bladder coming through! Lower my zip on my pants so that I'm ready to blow the moment I reach the toilet. There's a one-man household, and that's what allows me to perform this hidden art. Hold my pants in place with one hand while opening the bathroom door with the other. Aloha. The toilet should be waiting, seat rested, and gagging for my urine just on the other side of the door, except there's a problem. First of all, the seat isn't raised. Second, perhaps most importantly, there's a set and incredibly relaxed Hugh who has dropped her guard entirely. They say a person is at their most defenseless when they're relieving themselves, and it turns out Hugh is no exception. Except I don't have time for these adult conversations. This is another damn cliche, the one that always happens the morning after a girl moves in. And after everything that happened yesterday too, I'm in such deep shit. It's only now that it's too late that Senna's warning comes to
これ
mind.
からは女の子がいるんだから
Going to be living with a
お
girl
風呂
now,
と
so
か
make
トイ
sure
レ
you
と
knock
か
her entering
ちゃ
the
んと
bathroom,
ノック
okay? Scheiße. He literally says Scheiße. Who would have guessed she was shipping an event flag for the following morning at that precise moment? No one that so. Also, I blame Shio and her terrible cooking for knocking the thought clear from my head. Mind.
すっきりした
Much better, she says. Here's relaxation comes to a close, but I'm still desperately trying to shift the blame. Yeah.
ま
Again, Nissan, Shio says. Yes, it would seem so.
兄さん
I suppose I should ask you for an explanation. Well, you see.
何真
You're
面目
not
に
supposed
答
to
えようと
actually
しているん
answer,
ですか
Shio says. I'm not.
ここは
You're supposed to get
一刻
out
も
of here
早
as
く
soon as
立ち去ると
possible,
ころ
Shio
です
says. Sorry! No sooner does she say this that I run away from my little sister and her demonic expression, slamming the door behind me. I've safely made my escape to the living room now. This could be furious with me. Even a miraculous appearance from Senna won't help my defense. I'm once again worried about whether I'm actually going to manage living together with Shio. Greater worry, though, perhaps, is how I'm meant to stop my bladder from bursting after blue balling it just a moment ago. After this, I'm forced to continue to endure the agony of my about-to-burst bladder alongside Shio's scornful looks as I'm given another lecture. I must say I'm quite proud of myself. Not that I'd say I don't deserve it, mind you. In fact, I'm already trying to find an opportunity to restore my reputation, so that should prove it. Shio. Call out to my darling sister, who is now relaxing and watching TV after having eaten breakfast, mainly consisting of last night's leftovers.
何ですか兄さん
Well, I would very much like the opportunity to apologize for my previous actions, you see, so...
兄さん私は回りくどいのは嫌いです
Right. It's hard to say what I want, given the atmosphere, so maybe I should just go for broke. Give me a chance to restore my reputation, Shio.
あ
Specifically, I was thinking maybe I could help you unpack your things.
ダメです
That was quick. She didn't even say she didn't need help. Just that I couldn't do it. Why not? I'm sure you could use the help.
わからないんですか本当に
No.
では教えてあげますね兄さんには前科がたくさんあるからですよ
Why is there a sweet smile so terrifying? Still, I must persist. Please, I can change.
そんなこと言って箱の中から私の下着を引っ張り
I would never.
どうだか
Look, I can admit I'd probably get unlucky and find around these, but still. Please, Shio, I'm begging you.
どうしても手伝いたいんですか？
Yes, no matter what.
そんなに？
That badly.
そうですか。
Oh, have you finally given in to your sister of mine?
女子の荷ほどきをどうしても手伝いたいなんて。兄さんはどうしようもない変態さんなのですね。
What the hell? Why would you say that? I mean,
とにかく兄さんに回復してほしい名誉とかはありませんから、もう十分です。
man, she really thinks I'm despicable. All my begging is still a no.
え？
She won't even throw me a bone.
ああ、それから兄さん、
What's up?
せっかくのお休みなのですから、外の空気でも吸ってきたらどうですか？
She's trying to drive me away in a polite manner or something. Shio, the Iron Fortress remains impenetrable for today. Okay, fine. It's time for a strategic retreat. Feel too awkward to stay at home anyways, so I think I should get out for a while. I'll ask Santa to help Shio just in case. This feels like a good place to end it for the day. If you guys enjoyed this one, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.